Prologue, the end of everything. Before the Black Rain, life was normal. I met Yoon-tae-woo on the first day of university. He was a charismatic senior, and I was a naive freshman. He helped me settle in, and we quickly became a couple. To everyone, we were the perfect pair. We explored new places with Saranari, my best friend since secondary school. Her voice always had a way of calming me, and I shared with her everything: dreams, secrets, and fears. She was my constant. The first time the black rain fell, I thought it was just bad weather. But when the black droplets touched my skin, a deep chill ran through me. People screamed as their bodies twisted, their eyes went hollow, and their minds shuddered. The black rain wasn't rain, it was a plague. I watched the chaos from the university rooftop, expecting to be next, but nothing happened to me. For 2 years, I lived in that nightmare. In the beginning, everything fell apart. Governments collapsed, communications ceased, and cities became graves. Survivors clawed desperately for food and shelter. Then came the awakening. A few weeks after the first storm, people began to change, not just into monsters, but into something more. They called them powers. Some could heal wounds, others could move objects, control elements, or twist time. For every dozen that died, one would survive and awaken a power. The world split into two, the infected and the powered. My power came in silence. It was a storage space, a convenient and invisible world inside my body, untouched by time. I discovered it accidentally when a fallen ration vanished into thin air. With concentration, I could summon it back. Yoon-tae-woo became our leader. He wore the role well, charismatic and decisive. But behind his mask was something cold and cruel. His power was territory control. Within a 20-meter radius, he could shape the battlefield to his will, creating clones, laying traps, and strengthening allies. It was a mobile fortress that bent to his will. He relied on my power. My spatial storage became our lifeline. I risked my life on supply runs, venturing into ruins and abandoned zones. I stored weapons, medicine, and food. What we couldn't carry, I kept inside my space. He praised me as his strongest asset, but I was just being used. As months passed, our base grew. Saranari became his second in command, and I was pushed aside. They whispered secrets when I entered a room. Nari brushed too close to him, her eyes too soft when they talked. I convinced myself I was overthinking. I didn't know they had already decided my fate. I had a scar on my leg from a supply run, and I had gone without food to feed others. And in the end, none of it mattered. One night, panic nearly tore the camp apart. Saranari stepped in, her voice calm and melodic. The air changed and everyone quieted. She told me her power calmed people's minds. I believed her. But Yoon-tae-woo used her true ability, her honeyed whisper, to bend people to his will and spread lies. When the alarms screamed that the horde was coming, Yoon-tae-woo looked at me coldly. "We're running out faster than we expected. You need to resupply us. One last haul before the final wave hits." He handed me a map. "Why me? Why not a team? Only you can carry everything. If you care about these people, you'll do it." Then Saranai touched my arm, her voice soft as silk. "You are the only one we trust, Jihye. Please, we're counting on you." Like a fool, I nodded. The streets were a battlefield. I stored everything in my inventory: ammo, medkits, food. Then the gate slammed shut behind me. I spun around. No one answered my shouts. Behind the steel barrier, Saranari's voice slithered out, soft and hypnotic. "She left us, betrayed us all." Their eyes glazed over, bound by suspicion and fear. I was trapped, alone, and surrounded. I screamed, not just from fear, but from the sting of betrayal.
The first infected lunged at me. I fought, but there were too many. A second bit into my shoulder, a third dragged me down. As my blood soaked into the pavement, my fingers clutched the pendant at my neck, the last piece of my past. My vision dimmed. The girl who once believed in loyalty and love died there in the black rain. But I swore in the darkness, this isn't the end.